Well, look at that! DC is finally doing something better than Marvel! Whoa. Did I just say that? Now, yes, Marvel is doing fantastic when it comes to their Netflix series, their cinematic universe, their character development, their box office numbers, pretty much everything these days, except for one thing, and DC's doing it a lot better. And I'm talking about trailers. Now, this might be a very small thing in the giant grand scheme of all movies ever, but this is really big for these major motion pictures that we know we want to see anyways, but we just want a little tease into what we can expect from the movies. For example, Spider-Man Homecoming had their second trailer come out this week, and this is a movie that I've gone on record to saying that, hey, I am super excited for this movie. This is probably going to be one of my favorite movies this year, right next to Baywatch. But after watching the trailer that came out this week, I'm not as excited anymore because the trailer, well, I pretty much know exactly what's gonna happen in the entire movie because of that trailer. Now, yes, when the Batman vs. Superman trailer started to come out, it was showing way too much. We should have never seen Doomsday. We shouldn't have seen Wonder Woman showing up to save Batman. There was a lot that we shouldn't have had in the trailer, and it kind of just almost ruined things a little bit. They learned from that. Even Suicide Squad with their trailers really stepped up the game. Their trailers were so good, the studio actually had the company that cut the trailer recut the entire movie so that when people went to go see the movie, it would be more like the trailers. They were fun, they were exciting, it gave you an idea of what you were gonna see, and it spoiled nothing. It didn't tell you who the bad guys were, it didn't tell you what was gonna happen, it just gave you enough of what you needed so that you can get excited to go see the movie that you were already gonna see anyways. Recently, we had Wonder Woman trailer came out, and all that really explained to us is that there is going to be a lot of slow-mo. I mean a lot of slow-mo in that movie. But other than that, the bad guy, I guess, not Nazis? Germans. They're Germans. We don't know who the bad guy is in Wonder Woman. We see the relationship between Chris Pine and Wonder Woman. It's great. We get the tone of the movie. Cool, great action, wonderful. We know we're gonna see the movie. That's all we need. And then, honestly, Justice League also came out in the last few days with their second trailer, and even with the first trailer and the second trailer, all they're showing is the relationship and the tone that we're gonna get from this movie. You're seeing Batman cracking some jokes with Diana and Aquaman, and it's funny that you can see Flash, Barry Allen is gonna be like having a good time. He's cracking jokes. We love the characters already, and that's all we needed from Justice League because it's Justice League. Of course we're gonna see that movie. It's Batman, it's Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, it's the whole team. Now I'm gonna go into some details of what we saw in Spider-Man Homecoming trailer number 2 that we just didn't need to see. First of all, in this trailer, it really seemed like everything we saw was everything from Acts 2 and 3. In the first act, we're going to see Peter Parker in school, we're going to see him adapting to superhero life, and we're going to see him, you see the shots of him like watching clips of him during Civil War, and like that's going to be the first act of the movie. The biggest thing that they did not need to show us was that boat scene. In the first trailer, it was great. You saw him like holding the boat together and trying to keep it all together. And then in trailer number 2, they show that he's doing it. He's like stringing both sides to hold it together. Great. You've expanded a little bit more. We know about this moment, and now we're seeing a little bit more. Great part of the trailer. But then they go ahead and show us that not only is Iron Man coming in to save the day, but like his entire army of Iron Man bots. And honestly, we didn't need that information. What is that doing for us? It's literally just showing us this relationship of Iron Man and Tom Holland. But like, here's the thing, we don't need to see the conflict there. We're gonna see the movie anyways. Don't tell us the entire plot. And they show the fight scenes with Vulture where he's not wearing his suit. So based on the timeline that we know, where he already has the suit in the beginning, and then he gets the suit taken away after the boat thing, and now he's fighting Vulture, so you know that's the third act, you know that's the final battle. Had you not shown Iron Man and him losing the suit, maybe there could have been the thing where it's like, oh, Vulture's fighting Spider-Man, but Spider-Man doesn't have his suit. I wonder why that's happening. So you can still get those action shots in there. You don't need to tell us the entire story. There's even a shot of, I honestly don't know who the character is, but the girl that Spider-Man has a crush on, he's like going in for a kiss. So it's like, oh great, we know that's gonna be there also. One could also argue that maybe this is just because it's Spider-Man, it might be Sony messing up and not Marvel. Well, this isn't the first time Marvel's kind of made some of these mistakes. let's go back to the recent Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer. I love Baby Groot. Who doesn't love Baby Groot? But showing the whole scene where he's like, I am Groot. I am Groot. No, don't push the button. Like, that's a hilarious scene, but like, now I don't get to experience that for the first time on the big screen. With Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, their second trailer, honestly, it was pretty good up until the last few moments where Kurt Russell shows up and just straight up tells Star-Lord, hey, I'm your dad. There was the cliffhanger at the end of the first one where it's like, oh, I gotta go tell his dad about his kid. And they're like, oh, his dad is still out there. So we know that his dad is gonna be a thing in the second movie. There's no reason to go out and just show that moment. Like, what are you doing? Save some of the magic for the movie. Whereas DC is just like, hey, we've learned, we've made our mistakes. We are now sculpting good trailers, lots of action, a lot of cool songs. Here's a little tidbit of what you're gonna get in the future. So I say, DC, thank you for keeping the magic alive, letting that mystery hold us over until we can actually see the movies we want to see on the big screen. Though we probably still do have one more Justice League trailer, so I hope that doesn't show Superman. I'm only assuming Superman's in it. Right now I'm confused, and I hope they keep it that way. If Superman is in Justice League, I hope it's a reveal at the end that I don't know anything about, and I will be shocked and excited, and it'll be wonderful. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and letting me rant about movies and comic books and trailers. You guys know that I love this, but more importantly, I love talking about it with you, and this is where we get to do this, down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the trailers, and if you thought the trailers were giving away too much information. I want to chat with you. I want to talk about your ideas and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you later. Once again, guys, I can't explain how much I appreciate you watching these videos. If you'd like, you can watch the video I did earlier this week where I talk about all the movie release dates coming out in the next 4 years here on the left. And I've got a special video just for you on the right. YouTube thinks you're going to like it, so click that button if you haven't already. Subscribe.